To the Wallace Chamber of Commerce, I am writing to thank you for your acts of kindness shown to 3 teenage boys 56 years ago.
As the old saying goes, it's not about the destination, but about the journey. And for 2 long-lost friends, it's a journey they've never forgotten. And it's that journey that's brought them together once again, more than half a century later.
It has been a long time, hasn't it?
Long time.
Their story begins nearly 60 years ago. Back in 1962, Walt Jordan and Tom Donaldson, along with their friend Butch, set out from their home in Odessa, Texas.
Visitors will get their first glimpse of the soaring Space Needle, the fair's symbol, from these overhead cars.
The teens had just graduated from high school and decided to go on the adventure of their young lives to the World's Fair, all the way in Seattle.
We had this old international flatbed truck, 4 on the floor and a granny gear.
Over the next couple of weeks, the boys, taking back roads, slowly made their way north, traveling through Yellowstone National Park before reaching Montana.
But something happened along the trip. Their truck broke down just a few miles north of here, up on Lookout Pass, leaving those teens stuck on the side of the road with no truck, thousands of miles from home, and just a couple of dollars in their pocket.
For most people, that would have been the end of the line, but not for these boys from Texas.
We decided, hey, we'll camp out here tonight on the other side of Mullen. Next morning, we got the truck up and around and ready to push it out on the highway. And we fully intended to push it to Wallace.
You guys are going to push it all the way to
We're going to push it to Wallace.
Stranded in the Silver Valley with a broken down truck, a stranger stopped to check on them. The woman took the teens back to her home, where they camped out in her front yard. And for the next 2 weeks, the town fed them, gave them a place to stay, and even helped them find a new truck.
They treated us royally for all the time we were there. The Chamber of Commerce helped us buy another truck over in, I believe it's Coeur d'Alene, for $50.
This is April 21st, opening day of the exposition, which has...
Eventually, Walt and his friends made it to Seattle, but he never forgot about the town that took them in.
I always think of the people of Wallace.
Yes.
That's what made the trip.
That's right.
Keeping a journal of their adventure for his grandkids, Walt's wife urged him to share that story in a letter, thanking the little town in Idaho that helped him.
Well, yeah, it came in the mail. It came in snail mail. You usually don't get that very often these days.
That letter landed on the desk of Dave Copeland, the coordinator of the Chamber of Commerce.
What was your reaction when you started reading what had happened?
I thought I could almost hear them talking, and I could almost see these kids coming through here. It's very heartwarming, and very Wallace.
This fall, businesses and folks here in Wallace collected enough money to bring Walt back along with his wife.
The spirit and the character and the generosity of the people of Wallace, that's still here.
But there was another surprise.
I'll tell you what I remember about Wallace's weather. It rained on us many days.
Yeah, but we were cowboyed up.
2 of the friends that made that fateful trip so long ago were finally reunited.
57 years later, this town has brought you 2 back together.
That's right. 57 years.
Sharing memories, the 2 fondly remembered their time here.
It just takes you back in time and makes you reflect on a lot of things and experiences and feelings that you had back then.
The town embracing them all over again, making them grand marshals in their annual parade.
After 57 years, that same spirit that we saw is alive in Wallace.
A story spanning decades that now finally has an ending.
Man, am I glad it happened. What a good time.
All thanks to a simple letter.
Thank you, and the gracious people of Wallace, for your acts of kindness. Sincerely, Walt Jordan, Garland, Texas.
In Wallace, Idaho, Patrick Erickson, KHQ Local News.